Hey people, today we are going to take a look on the Fire Sorceress build. Now, this build, it is one of those builds that is not as powerful as Lightning Sorceress, but it is a good alternative. If you are bored with being like everyone else, rushing for Lightning Sorceress, buying Griffons and stuff like that, this is the build for you. It is not cheap. It is cheaper than Lightning Sorceress, but still. Let's see the gear. So, for our hand weapon, we have a Shooter Stamper. This is, I think, the best option because it gives fire skill damage, it gives faster cast rate, 3 to sorcerer skill level, it gives everything you need. I don't think there is a better option for fire sorcerers than this. And of course, you can buy this cheaper. I mean, even 3 to sorcerer skills, and for example, it has less than 20 to fire skill damage. It is cheap. You can buy it for a mal or something like that. It is cheap. But perfect ones, it all depends. When in ladder do you buy it? You can buy it for a list, you can buy it for 3 jar runes. It all depends who's selling it and when it is sold. Now, Mage Fist, of course, best, absolutely best gloves for Fire Sorceress. We have Flickering Flame. It is a newer item that was added to this game. It solves your problems with your Thunder Charm, because it gives minus 70 to fire resist and it gives fire resist aura. So it negates that Thunder Charm negative effects. So you just have positive effects in the end. And it gives 3 to fire skills. And to have 3 on your helm, it is very rare. 3 to your skills. And it gives also minus 15 to enemy fire resistance, it gives mana, maximum fire resistance, I mean poison length. If you see somewhere that it has poison length reduced, it is like you have poison resist. It's like you have 50 poison resist. So that's also very good. For armor, it depends. Do you want 3 to firewall or 3 to meteor? Or even 3 to hydra if you want to build this as a hydra build. So it depends on you. This item also, it all depends how good are you in trading. You can buy it for a Vex rune, you can buy it for again 2 or 3 jar runes. But it basically goes around a bear rune. Bear rune, it is a sure price for this. And I chose 3 to fireball and 22 fire skill damage. Of course, I put a jewel in this. This is a 15 to fire skill damage, and you put a jewel, by fire jewel, and then this 20, and minus 5 to fire resist, and you put a jewel in it. We have Stone of Jordan and Stone of Jordan. I don't have to comment on that, it is best for any caster. Arachnid Mesh, for that auto skill level, faster cast rate. Slows target also, it is often overlooked part of this item, but it slows any of your targets for 10%. For boots, I chose tie-res boots. This is the best I could find. You can find better, but you have small problems with your resistances because none of these gears, except for your helm that gives fire resist, does not give resistances, and you need more than your Mara. I mean, I have perfect Mara, but still it is not enough. So I chose tie-res boots, and this is the best I could find. They can be very expensive, but again, how good are you at trading, and at what point in ladder are you trading? Basically, for all items, even for very rare items like Death Phantom or Death's Web or something like that. When you buy it at the start of the ladder, you can buy it cheaply, because no one has runes, people need runes, and you can buy it cheaper than later in ladder. So, for our shield, we have Phoenix. It just regenerates your mana, you don't have to drink potions, and it also gives -2 enemy fire resistances, which is also very important, and it gives fire absorb also. for your defensive stats. Offhand, of course, we have call to arms and we have spirit. You can also have a combination, for example, 10 FCR ring here, 10 FCR ring here, spirit here, and 20 faster cast rate amulet here. It gives 2 to sorcerer skill levels. You can also have that route, and you basically cast faster. And the more spells you cast in a moment, more damage you do. More damage per second, better said. Now for our charms, we have fire skills. Basically you want life on it, but if you can't have life, anything is good. Even plain ones are good, like this. Of course we have our Thunder Charm, we have Any, and we have Torch. These are all res, small charms. Again, if you have life on them, that's perfect. Now, let's see our skill tree. Let's start with cold spells. Frozen Arm, that's it. Now, lightning spells. Of course, static field for bosses. We have telekinesis and teleport. That's standard for any sorcerer. These are skills that you must have on any sorcerer build, no matter what element you are. Now, fire spells. One here, one here, one here, and then rest of the points here. So let's start like this. 20 points here, 20 points here, 20 points here, 20 points here, 1, 1, 1, and then rest the points you put here. Easy. So, our mercenary. I chose Barbarian Mercenary because of its survivability, and for this build I think it goes better than the Infinity Merc. Because Plague, it also gives a lower resist, so this is dual Plague. And we have, of course, Fortitude and Ariad's Face, Flare Guard with Charm Rune in it. I think that's the best option for it, because then it has maximum resistances and this gives lifesteal. And then you can have any weapon you want. You can also have, for example, Last Wish and Grief here. And then you have Ultimate Barbarian. But for this build I think this is the best. So, let's see how this build performs in battle and in farming.